So, what on earth is going on with the market this week? That is what we're going to be covering in today's video, as well as how it could potentially affect some of your positions and trades that you make going into this week. Plus, I'll even give you a couple of specific stocks that I'm planning on watching and potentially making trades on in the coming future. First things first, though, guys, one of the main headlines here today is talking about inflation, which is pretty much most people's concern at the current point. Most people are concerned about where, how do I explain this? Where inflation is at compared to where basically other commodities or other assets or other liabilities are priced at right now. And one of the probably the best examples that you can find for this is the price of everyday consumer goods, right? As we know, the federal government or the Fed has been trying to combat inflation. And because of that, no, Jim Cramer, I'm not giving you that. As we know that inflation is continuing to be combated, the problem here is that we're not getting anywhere closer to actually getting out of it. We're stabilizing on inflation, but most of the prices in most of these different places, in popular storefronts, in restaurants, in big box consumer stores, they're all staying the same, right? Most of these prices have not gone or have not decreased in any significant portion. And because of that, most people are still very, very skeptical on actually whether or not the economy is getting better. And when we don't think the economy is getting better, and there's a reason I switched over to the charts here. When we don't think the economy is getting better, we think that it's probably going to get worse. And when we think the economy is getting worse, people don't invest into things. They don't invest into assets. They don't invest into things like, let's say, the stock market, for instance. And so, if we saw a decreased period of growth here, because unfortunately, as a lot of people are calling it, this stagflation, where we're not seeing a massive rise or a massive decrease in inflation, we're just seeing kind of a stagnant stabilization kind of pattern. Because of that, we're not going to see things like the S&P 500 shoot up drastically, or even really shoot down drastically. We're kind of at a very sideways point here where there's plenty of room for day trades and swing trades, but on a long-term thesis, things still seem very, very unknown. Now, one of the things I want to tell you guys, though, if you guys want to feel like you're less confused and you have more of an idea of what you're actually doing on a day-to-day basis inside of the stock market, especially if you're trading stock options, I'd recommend joining the Discord with the first link down in the description. This is how you're going to get access to our daily buy and sell alerts, which is just an awesome, awesome thing that we do for our community inside of the Discord. Once you guys hit that link, you'll be presented with this specific channel here, which is the Join Us channel. Any of these links work, but just simply click one of these links. It'll take you over to Upgrade Chat, which is the service that we use to actually get the memberships actually going in the first place. And then you simply just have to pick between these two tiers. Each of these tiers have their own benefits. One of them you save quite a bit of money, but you're paying on a yearly basis, and then one of them you pay on a monthly basis. I'd recommend checking out the monthly basis just to kind of dip your feet in and get started. Again, you'll get access to our daily buy and sell alerts, all sent, by the way, directly to your phone, right? With notifications on Discord. We alert every time, every entry, every exit. We do stop losses, the whole 9 yards, and you guys can get full access to that inside of the premium monthly membership. So all you have to do here is hit the upgrade button. Once you hit the upgrade button, it'll take you back into Discord, and then you'll have full access to all of these channels inside of here. I can't wait to see you guys inside of there, and happy trading. But let's talk and finish up here this little thought here about inflation and obviously what kind of stocks I'm looking at that are actually being affected by this. So interestingly enough, they actually mention a couple of companies inside of this article by name. One of them is Walmart and another one is Chipotle. Let's actually take a look at these two because these two have been performing extraordinarily well in the markets as of late on a micro or macro level rather. If we go to the 4-hour chart, we can kind of see this a little bit better. As you can see over the last couple of months and even the last basically the last year, Chipotle has massively gained just immense value, and even in the past year. And because of that, again, this presents itself as a very interesting arbitrage opportunity. In my opinion, right now, Chipotle has tons of room for a potential kind of reversal, right? So instead of this huge run up that we're seeing right now, I would not be surprised if Chipotle ends up swinging back towards the downside and we see a massive decrease in the overall price. The reason why we saw so much of a run up there was because of the stock split that they just recently did, which helped overall, raise the value of the stock over time. One of the other ones they mentioned here was WMT, which is, of course, Walmart. Now, Walmart also has tons of room for pullback here. They also just went through a stock split not too long ago as well. And also, inflation is, of course, affecting them still regardless, but there is tons of room for reversal here. And of course, I think puts might have some real good potential inside of this specific portion and inside of this trading range. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And of course, also make sure to join our Discord with the first link down in the description. That's how you're going to get access to our daily buy and sell alerts. And also we'll alert when we make trades on these two specific companies when we make them. So make sure you guys get in so you don't miss those. Other than that, though, I'll see you guys in a future video.